Hi, I'm Lasse and this is my channel F1 Follower. Today's topic is F2 and F3 in general and for this season. This is not an in-depth review of the season or anything like that, but quick summary what are these feeder series for Formula 1, and they truly are the feeder series. Since Max Verstappen got to the grid in 2015, every driver after him has become through these series. Well, they were known as GP2 and GP3 until 2018, and since 2019 they have been known as F2 and F3, but it's basically the same series, just different name when the name changed. And most of the drivers have to spend multiple years in this series. Like Guan Yu Zhou or Zhou Guan Yu, the rookie for this season in F1, he has driven 2 years in F3 or GP3 and 3 years in F2, and now he's got to drive on the Formula 1 as all other drivers since Max Verstappen have done the same. It's a spec series. Every car is not identical, but almost. They are use dual rod chassis. They have 6-gear sequential gearboxes, and the engine on both series is 3.4 liter megachrome engine, but on the F2 they have single turbo with it, so it produces a few hundred more horsepower, and thus the car are faster. But the biggest difference between F3 and F2 car is that the F2 car has much more aero. So at the straights they are not equal, but the difference is not huge. But on the corners the F2 cars can keep up much more speed because they have so much aero grip. Both cars go over 300 km per hour on the straights. The F2 car even 330 on Monza. They seem a bit slow when you are used to F1, but they are really fast cars. At the track they are faster cars than anything that is a road legal car. So the thing most of us are interested are the drivers, and I don't know hugely about junior drivers. I watch some races, but I don't have that kind of depth knowledge of especially the F3 drivers, because most of them are very young, and I don't watch any F4 races from Italy or something like that, which is where most of these drivers drive before they enter the series. But I have found some interesting names on both series. The F3 favorites are Arthur Leclerc. He's the brother of the Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc. Then there's the Frenchman Victor Martins, and also Juan Manuel Correa. He was at 2019. He crashed heavily with Anton Hubert and on Spa and injured very seriously. He didn't drive at all at 2020, and last year he drove on F3 season, but now he said that he is physically and mentally ready, like fully ready to drive again. at high level, so he said that his aim is to win the championship, and I think he's talented driver, it's possible. And he and Leclerc are a bit older, like not old actually, like 22 or something like that. But most of the other drivers here, like Trulli, the Formula 1 drivers, Jarno Trulli son, and Oliver Bearman from Great Britain, they are 16 years or 17 years old, turned 17 during the season. And then there's Jack Crawford, very talented American driver. So I think the big picture for the season is, can these young drivers challenge the old drivers? It will be interesting to see. They will start the race this weekend. The first practice is actually just ended, right? Or maybe there's, yeah, it just ended a few minutes ago when I record this. And then on the F2, these are the drivers that I know a bit more, and I have seen some races from them. I have found five interesting names. But they are not the only drivers that can win on the season, but I think one of these will be the champion and will get the F1 drive next year, if that is the case, that they win. And there's the Dennis Hager. He was the champion in F3 last year, so naturally he's exciting, talented, and he will try to challenge for the championship. But it's quite hard to win on the first season. I don't think there's many drivers who have done it in the last 10 years since the series has begun, this very important series. Maybe Leclerc and Russell has won on their first season. And then there's Doohan, Jack Doohan. He's a son of a motorbike legend, Doohan. And Fredrik Westi from Denmark. He has already driven some F2, let's see. Yes, this is his second season, he was fourth. No, this is his third season. He has been fourth 2 times in a row. And then there's the wonderkid Theo Porcher. He's only turning 19 this year, and he already has driven 1 season in F2, and he was a runner-up last year in the season when Oscar Piastri won. And then there's Liam Lawson. He has not on the open wheelers, he's been good, but not winning many championships. But he has a lot of experience from different kind of sport cars racing, and he's been doing well, winning races, challenging for championships against professional drivers who are older, who have already come through this system or another path. So he's also, I think, if he can adapt for the open wheel racing fully, he will be challenging for the championship also. And yeah, I think this year's group is very talented, very exciting, and I think that sums it up. And I will produce 3 videos today, so let's see you on the next one. Bye.